Kuna told you about his shack. Failure. Because unless Kuna lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside. Pull the panels aside. There it is, you see a shabby little door. Well, that was easy. Kaboom. There it is. You see a shabby little door. Plus 5 XP. So this is the shack Kuna mentioned. Let's take a look inside. Alright. We'll do that. Refresh the chat. Alright, there we go. Alright. Get that. Click that door. There we go. Don't forget to click the orbs around your head. They have surprises. Oh, what's this? An empty tube of magnesolum magnesium supplement. Post says, get out of the way or get blanked up. Coins. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Infinity, sweet infinity. Maybe this Kuno kid knows where to find more. Lieutenant isn't studying powder, the Mary is studying you. I've heard everything to make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere? Perhaps not. He looks at you. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, he points to the ladder in the corner. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use. Secrets. What's this? Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Low on morale. Put points into volition. Let's see what's at the top of this ladder. The coat. Ken, what do we do now? Oh, we can go up here. Better be some coins in there. Oh wait, some things to examine here. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Bucket. A postcard Grand Koran 37. 1.2 monies. Alright, let's go up here, Tim. Lieutenant. Point to the flappy coat. Someone left this cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your days.
Look around. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Oh, that's a big crane. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
That machine is a Cavacon 1020 HK.
Cavacon 1020 HK, pointed the crane.
Is it?
He looks at you impressed.
Cavacon makes lots of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for, But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. What exactly are we doing up here?
I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of the union to help us get his body down. That is why we're here, right? He doesn't wait for you to answer.
He looks around, wind rustling his hair.
Or it could be that we're just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again. You?
Do
You really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meters tops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
Go for the cloak, jump over the ledge. Let's do it. What could go wrong? Yeah! As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Close your eyes and let your senses take in the world around you. Healed morale. Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below. Martinez goes about its daily routine as you soar through the air. The loud voices of protesters mix with the engine sounds from the traffic jam. Waves crash against the pier, and dense, salty sea air fill your lungs. He's so on the money, Raton. Just imagine yourself dual-wielding a bottle in the flaming smoke, whilst airborne. Don't let go of the moment yet. The corpse is dominating the yard, and the stench is nauseating. Even so far from the epicenter, it brings tears to your eyes. We'll take care of that body too. We'll take care of it all. Continue the voyage through the salty air. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert and capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it,
The lieutenant exclaims.
my climbing down might not have been as difficult as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in. Sweet, now we can get this code. An RCM patrol code, +1 Esperit, Shiver and Esperits. A silo, or water silo, collecting rainwater. Oh, wait, there's a door here. What secrets are inside? What is this place? A standard office file cabinet, the drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. It's like a watchtower. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Purple. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. File cabinet. On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Break through what? Let's see what's in it. He thinks. Open the door. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Browse through the folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revicol from the outside world, from Mundi, Grad, and even Ilvara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revicol are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. Anything interesting? It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages, yet you try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Volition. Force yourself to go through the folders. Whatever's hidden there is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. Look at it. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everett's shoes, special whirring wash, water Ever plants, sweep offices floor, and more banners. All items in the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled. Turn to the lieutenant. Look, him, a to-do list with a list of errands for Everard. Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Deborah Union. He inspects the note. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here. Electrochemistry. What's so special about this Borscht? Code for drugs, booze, blood. Taking a look at the note. Continue. Close the drawer. The drawer slides shut smoothly. Circle. Thought complete jamais vu derealization. Jamais vu, the opposite of deja vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now, that's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is the fundamental question. -1 encyclopedia. Nothing is familiar. +1 XP for every orb clicked. That's pretty good. All int learning caps raised by 1. Joyce Messier. Joyce Messier. So sweet. We got that. Postcard. What's in here? We're just looting everything. +1 morale. Oh, cool. Visual calculus +1. Neat office shades. Typewriter. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. The door is locked. It cannot be opened from this side without a secret pass card. Alright. Looks like we've explored everything. Joyce Messier. Oh boy. Joyce Messier. Joyce Messier. Joyce Messier. Where the heck is Joyce Messier? Let's go down this way. Oh. Yellow circle. All around you, great machines and coincidence. Where's my XP level? 94. So if I click on a circle now, I get +1 XP. Let's see. Find out. If the game will let me click on that circle. 94. White pine trees over the screening covering looks like a forest and there's snow. 95. So we gave him +1 XP for clicking on circles. That's pretty good. Circle. Rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Illumor and Intendure are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Press Illumor. Loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. Well, that was loud. Well, it's surprisingly quiet thunk. The crane places the container down. This crane was built with the purpose which has now been fulfilled, to move this container. What's inside the container? Who can say? All you know is, it's special. I can't see how this was worth the ruckus, moves the crate, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying. Press... Oh wait, is this gonna move it all the way back? The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all. Size. Is this like your thing with that wall again? Maybe. I can't tell. I think we should investigate further. You do? Because I don't. What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? It was hanging from the crane. Maybe there's contraband in there? It was hanging from the crane. You just picked one out. You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with the cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers. We're here to get the body down from the tree. Knock on the door. Open the door. You attempt to turn the handle to no avail. The door seems to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard. Do I get my crowbar? Inventory, tools, pry bar. Alright, let's pry that open. Oh, it worked. Vaughn Ultra Series gloves. Clothing. For ultimate performance fishing, these Vaughn Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding covering the palms, making those ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo. Neato. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Coolings. More coolings. Coolios. Container. Banner sacks are the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
Easy, Leo.
Container, used to be Walpine's. Container, now belongs to Everett.
The man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. Do not interrupt the guy in his joyous activity. Wait, hi.
Everett, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
Oi. How can I help you? The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you ever seen. Kinda makes you feel like a jerk for no apparent reason.
I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What's with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What you doing with the containers? Oh, I'm just here covers for them. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. He waves the containers towering behind him. Logic. What's going on here? Look at the amount of containers rising behind him. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Oh boy. Failure. Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo looks like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder. Wow, red is so much prettier than drab old green. Sure it is, mister. Sure it is. Leo looks around merrily. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yeah, I hate to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they're replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't going to stop anytime soon. Where is everyone? The harbor's empty. Oh, most of the guys are coming down to the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now. So, no one is working. Not everyone is down there, of course, he chuckles. Mr. Everett is in his office, where he always is, and Jinlook is guarding the gate.
pauses to think. But Titrus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everett sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so. He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. The union business. He smiles and leans closer. Him and his boys stirred something up in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow. But what do they actually do? But what do they actually do? I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. Another chuckle. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hardies.
He looks to you for assistance. Too rowdy. Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a Merc? Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving and words are spewing forth. Words and words and... Look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a priced fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with some questions. Do you work here? Yes, everyone needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way, Leonard Bella, but everyone calls me Leo. The man raises his hand in a public gesture. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett's out of the way. He chuckles. Actually, Miss Buford is the right-hand man, but she's a lady. A good-hearted chuckle again.
Who is this Miss Buford?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo. A real pretty lady with a skin like those dukes and sort of candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle and once dinner's done, and me and missus is down before the radio, beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am. Stay on this Miss Buford topic. Hold on, who is this Miss Buford? Oh, Lizzie, she's a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone. When she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl, grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody, and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. For a fraction of a second, there is sadness in his eyes. He goes on, if me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Letamiatis said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has. He sighs, falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place seems to be run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Lieutenant smiles at the man. Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. You didn't think it was possible. The smile becomes even wider. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my butt for them to hear. But you guys are okay. The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners? Oh, yes, he replies excitedly. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things and no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. What was that about the borscht? Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. The little guy chuckles merrily. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. He shakes his head with a wide smile. I feel like I could take on Mr. Ronondon's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Power borscht, huh? Oh, electrochemistry.
Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Booze, however.
What do you mean taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking? Yes, I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits, makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling rags. Hold up, who makes it at the whirling? Oh, the whirling's cook, he makes it. Thelma's always talking with Mr. Mana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grod. Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it. Oh, sure, mister. Little guy nods. You do that, yes, sir. What's in the container over there? One of the containers suspended from the Oh, that one, he looks at the container. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Telling you.
I'm looking for the leader of the union. Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. He coughs. Then continues. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, they're real nice, good guys. Made Martin is what he is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school, did, when we were boys. Patience. Deep down, you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do. Do not interrupt, Leonard. Oh, but I had an arithmetic teacher, Miss Bellows. Leo lets out a little chuckle. Her real name was Miss Bellums. She was a upper lady, but she got mad. He starts laughing. Oh, the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, Mister. He winks at you. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, Mister. He looks for signs of disbelief in your eyes. Don't say anything. Oh, he keeps nodding and looking at you with a smile that's too sincere to be clever. Finally, he seems to lose some internal struggle and adds, the woman was naked too. Oh, that's all I got to say about it. Very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing. Oh, thank you. He almost forgot. Mr. Everett is in that container over there. Leo points to his left. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there. Okay. Bye-bye now. He returns to his work. Nice to meet you, Leo. Let's drop a save. Confirm. So, new task. The special borscht. What's so special about the borscht the strikers are eating? The cook in the rolling rags is making it. You can find them in the kitchen. Deal with the situation. After we talk to whoever is in this container place. Short on money, a quick plastic bag. Collect bottles and sell them. That's what I'm trying to do, but there's not a lot of bottles. The coffee in the giant thermos is still warm. A stair made of pallets feeding up. Swordfish. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Hey, you look like a business person. Everett Clare. Oh, before you is a walrus of a man. Oh, cool. Seated behind a large desk, he looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone. Say nothing, just look at him in the eye. The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy left eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank. Grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead. Yet he is unperturbed, holding his own. Keep staring. At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps. He plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's gonna be a good one.
So,
He begins to speak, albeit very slowly, purposely leaving a pause after his opener.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debargers Union. I'm Everett Clare, head of this little operation here.
Yes.
Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny folding chair opposite to his giant desk. So in other words, he's going to be looming over me if I sit in a smaller chair. No, I will stand. The folding chair looks like a torture device, extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods and you in the chair. I don't want to sit in the chair. Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good. He thinks, I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Du Bois stuff? You're getting some serious bad vibes from the name. I knew it, so I have a choice between sitting or standing. Obviously stand. I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
No. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Du Bois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure. I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions, one of which is that I will not engage any man who won't face me at eye level.
I think sitting there will make me not be eye level with you.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns back to his typewriter. Dang, that's a nasty play. He's got you. A titan of volition in a port. Guess you have to sit or leave. What if I wonder if what if it's just a power move, so if I leave, then he'll be like, okay, you can stand. Okay, I'll leave. Darn. I was hoping he'd be like, wait, stop. Okay, you can stand. I guess not. Okay, I'll sit.
Mr. Dubois, I hope time is on your side this time. Please, take a seat.
Why are you calling me Mr. Du Bois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Du Bois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure. Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain. Try to wink back. Okay, wink back, I guess.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarges Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh gosh. The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. I don't want to take it. Wow, that's $25. That's good money. You need it. Wait, you know Garte?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the check again. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it. Thank you, Everett. Take the check. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it, I'm good. Leave the check. You can take that check and shove it up your butt. This is like a... Nah, you can keep it, I'm good. Leave the check.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Yeah, and they'll surely return it to you, who'll give it to me. When that happens, I'm sure they won't pocket it.
Lost gun. Lost gun.
Lost gun. Oh no. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. That's what I was thinking. How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry.
Everything.
Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be alright. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be alright.
Panicking. Oh boy, 3%. Kim, turn to Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna panic. This is a red check. Can I be retried? 3%. Success. God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry. You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it. No, I'm not about to cry. So what? Men can cry too. Yeah, so what? You want to cry. God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Oh gosh. What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his finger, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to a safe place. Okay.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hand somehow. In a kind of a throwing motion. Like you're throwing Mr. Dubois' act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois. Oh boy. Nah, I'm good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, I'm blank and great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sit upright. I'm melting. Nah, I'm good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture. Okay.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time, and I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Busy?
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Yeah, what Kim says. Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask them questions. Police officers ask questions. Oh boy. It is about a time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity. I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade. What? He smacks his forehead, completely flabbergasted. Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat man, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this? No, I'm not. Lie. The man rubs his temple and closes his eyes in pain. You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? He perks up. And gets over in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him. I trust you like I trust all my friends. I know you'll never talk to me about this again because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want and let's change the subject. Thank you for your understanding, Lieutenant looks him in the eye. We will continue to do what we must do. You too, Lieutenant. He chuckles suddenly. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a hairy guy. I'm Team Harry. None taken. The man quickly replies and turns to you. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry? Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry,
He says almost gently.
honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia, a man at your age.
A man at my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities.
Yes, yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You call me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course, let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you, Harry. So that's my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you?
He shrugs with an amazed expression.
What are the odds of that? I think the odds of that, he looks at you, are very low.
It's true, my memory is a bit hazy. My memory is fine, I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong.
He passed the brown folder in front of him.
However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I can help you out with my big fat folder.
I kind of got Kim and Everett having the same voices. Kim.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everett over his spectacles. Everett.
Mr. Kisaragi, would you mind?
His eyes never leave yours.
Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Drama. Have another look at that folder. Failure. Everett's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry. I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, Harry. He peeks in the folder, as if it's hard to turn away from the mysteries inside. Oh, wow, this is really something.
Kim.
I'm sure it's not that bad, the lieutenant whispers. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
Everett.
So how about it, Harry? He leans back in his chair. You need assistance, I presume.
Let's get it straight. What is my full name?
It's Harry. He glances at the folder. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange. You don't feel like any of these things. You know what your name is. You have a sophisticated name, like that of a count, or a beautiful man. Wait, I thought you are Harry Dubois. Nah, that's not my name. My name is Raphael Castillo. I feel like a Dubois, but not quite like a Harry. Okay, I like it. I can work with that. That's not my name. My name is Raphael Castillo. Fine, Harry. He waves you off. You can even be Harry Raphael Dubois de Coustar, whatever you choose to be. The lieutenant covers his face and sighs audibly.
Mr. Kisuguri doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry.
He frowns at Kim.
I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
Where do I live?
But of course, Harry, he nods. Your precinct is the 41st, and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy, a long way from home, but that's okay.
Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids, or...
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. That's not one of the people of the family in here, unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do, yeah.
Well, yeah.
He looks around uninterested.
I'm sure you're gonna make one little boy or girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
What kind of cop does it say I am?
Well, Harry,
he turns a couple of pages in the folder.
If I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
What? I'm not apologetic. I'm confident.
Well, you sure come off as a very confident in all our interactions, Harry.
You're a real man's man. Where did you get that folder?
This, he closes the folder. My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Kim.
I find that very suspicious. May I take a look?
Everett.
I'm sorry, this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. He turns back to you. Please continue, Harry.
Let's talk of other matters.
Oh boy. Of course, Harry, of course.
Let's see. I'm gonna go a couple things about me. We already talked about that. Could you help me get a dead body down from the tree? That's the whole beginning of the quest line. Kim.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hotel cafeteria.
Everett.
Oh my. He smiles pleasantly. Don't take this question personally. Why would I get involved in this matter?
Kim.
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union has something to do with this murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints of the crime scene. Worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right and clicks a button.
Gene, look, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Gene, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting...
Oh, Gene.
That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you. So Gene is Measurehead, the big guy.
You can find Gene down at the gates.
He turns back to you.
He's the big, impressive one. You know, tats, muscles. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yeah, your lost gun. His face turns serious. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching your playground, kids, asking kids, grandma, asking everybody. Your gun will be found here. Let me assure you of that.
He winks at you.
It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage? Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with them, you're going to get it back. And working with them might be the only way to do it. Wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed,
Makes air quotes.
factored in that you pawned it. Now, please let the professionals do their jobs. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be BSing. You know what? Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back? Yeah, blackmail. You know what? I don't care about the gun. You keep it.
Oh, I don't care about my gun? He repeats. I love it, Harry. I wish I would be like that, but I can't. I have responsibility to this community. I can't have a loaded gun out on the streets.
The officer, Kim.
The officer is exaggerating, says Lieutenant Pennyforth. Of course we care about the missing firearm, and we are actively looking for it as well.
Esperate Decorp. The lieutenant is concerned about lost gun and feels that the fact that you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news.
He claps his hands together. Thank you, Kim, for making him realize that he can blackmail.
Looks like we have a friendly gunfighting competition in our hands.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez, he nods. I know everything that goes on here, yeah. And I would love to help you like I'm helping you with your body and your love skills.
Secret task, interview union boss. +10.
I mean, it's no secret that lynching is connected to the strike. So much talk about it. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavy. I understand. You need to interview me. I sense there's a but. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. Kim. Yes. That sounds good.
Lieutenant says with a slow nod.
Let's do that.
Everett.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me.
Suddenly he slaps himself on the head.
You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're gonna open this one with flying colors, Harry.
He chuckles.
This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
He slams his fists together.
You look like you could run around all day.
Kim.
You want me to send someone a message that the police are looking for you?
Everett.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kuratsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help.
He turns back to you.
So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel is there. Nothing for you to worry about.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my friend.
He sinks deeper into the chair.
I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose. So this weasel knows something you don't want him to know, or you don't want him to tell other people about something about you and your business.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me here. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. Fine, I'll look into it. So we can talk about the murder?
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers. New task, open apartment door for Everett.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special ops. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker. He'll tell you precisely where the door is.
He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out.
One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything.
Of course I'm gonna go in.
I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts of my brain.
I can't keep track of them all.
You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me.
He reconsiders.
Just one thing. If you can't, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about, and he doesn't care. I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very busy, you see.
He adjusts the button on his sleeve. I hope you're getting along.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here.
Smile widens.
Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the street. And we're finding your girl's gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice. Are you sure? I find it a little odd. What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gamont? Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Everett, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Why haven't you let her in to see you?
Yeah, if she actually wants to see me, she'll find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's simple as that. You sure?
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice.
He slams his fist to his hand.
Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Electrochemistry.
Okay then. Positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gamma?
What do you mean, Harry?
The big man sounds annoyed.
Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family.
He looks down his eyes.
God knows how long he's left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, he exclaims, indignant. I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone that. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a Harry.
Abruptly he smiles and changes tone.
I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not. No one is. We're pals.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can't wait.
The man frowns disapprovingly.
When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce. Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, he flicks his fingers. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew or a hair dryer or an eye. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
That much is true. His heart truly is in it, though you wouldn't think so by looking at him. If it's spilled blood you're looking at, then there certainly isn't any in his expression of in and out. Everett, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, lowballing. Of course.
He suddenly is very serious.
This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear this is childish and irresponsible behavior. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completed, transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember none of this.
He makes an all-encompassing gesture.
Is a secret. Tell her all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. He looks around. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her everything. Everett doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay. What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the cobblestone crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bad word,
he says with the fondest of smiles.
Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to counter containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing him. I don't have any other options to try. Everett, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later. Wait, or can I? What's in the container? Never mind. I'm gonna leave now.
Wait.
He reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here. Ooh.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care of her.
What an interesting fella. So now we can go speak with the measurehead. We can go through these boxes. Low on health. Good points in endurance. Let's drop a save, definitely, after all that conversation. Confirm. Let's go this way, Kim. persuade the door to open. Obviously gonna fail, because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because that wasn't an option.
Lieutenant looked startled. Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Nothing more to do here. So I think that key card will allow us to get through this door, or this watchtower on the other side. Kim, where's all the trash at? I still don't see any trash. I didn't accept that check that the guy offered. I don't know if I should have or not. That was a $25 check. And we need $20 in order to sleep tonight in the hotel. Otherwise we can't sleep. We have $11.21. Oh, we can talk to the big dude. He's supposed to help us.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Everett told you to help us get the body down from the tree. So it was you. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give an order. I salute your cunning, and I remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the breach. That someone needs to be you. He turns to Kim. Both of you. That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're talking. That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union side. Wait, that means showing everyone that we're taking orders from you. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? Okay, then wait. Wait here while Measurehead goes. No way, we're not going to do that. Back off. Okay, wait. But the people don't want to help us, it seems. They're just like, all arguing with us. I didn't really see anyone else, though, who could help us get the body down. So we'll be taking the Union side? Wait, that means showing everyone that we're taking orders from you? Yes, that is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with the compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may prove blah blah blah. Okay then. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time. I didn't see anybody else who would help us get the body down in town. We've talked to everybody. The workers weren't exactly helpful. They just wanted to beat us up. The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves. She turns to you.
So you guys are like cops or something?
Are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. He's craniomagnetic protection. Are you cops or what?
Yeah, we're the apparently so.
Cool. I like men with guns and power.
The woman twirls her hair.
I'm Katie, by the way.
Kim.
You hear that?
Lieutenant looks toward the yard.
A sound. He's breaking something. Yeah, Jim Luck must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it. The scab leader. Look at you, RC Arena cops. A loud voice booms in. Guarding that bridge. Oh gosh. Here it is. Now this guy is making everybody think that we're on the Union side. Guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs. Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale. Okay, obviously this guy has got to be working with the Union.
And who are you? The lieutenant fires back. What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Yeah, and you could have helped us get the body down, but you didn't. Yes, I'm an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. That's none of your business. I'll work with whoever I want. That's none of your business. A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching a woman. Past him. Doom, 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 doom. Task updated, get the body down. The corpse has been removed from tree. He brushes wooden flakes off his hand. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with a victory today. There's been no side shooting. We just did what we had to do to keep order. He nods slowly. And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see. Oh boy. Come on, Kim. I was told to also talk to this guy.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Complete blank. Labor Utopia. It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. He notes something that turns to you. A wide smile adorning his face. Right, you'll talk to the boss eye to eye, like men at the plane. If you had any more questions, I'd say to talk. Everett said you have a key to a door. A key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? He said it belonged to a weasel. Oh, say no more. I got you. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. Key to the basement apartment. I got the key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidity, as they say. I saw an opportunity I took. I heard something about a weasel, and it sounded like a little polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I might open the door for myself and for all of you. Let's just wink. Polar weasel. Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually. So you gotta be committed. Oh my god. No, I didn't mean that. I was just winking, okay? Come on, man. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the room in your bags, that's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. It means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that truly matter. His gaze wanders off in the distance. None of this mess we in. This jibbing and juggling. What's it for? He doesn't wait for your answer. To feed our children, I guess. Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person? When he'll be home? He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical little doctor. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who am I? Who are you are? What are we fighting for? The man takes a big sip from his glass. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys. Do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Lost ideas, he smiles. They're an independent militant group. A bit too high strung, but it comes with responsibility. They're sort of like you, and preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everett's law. He takes a swig from his flask. Oh, but really, they're just like you. Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes? There is only one law, my friend, and that's me. Let it go. Oh boy, sure. Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just fools. Why are you striking? We're negotiating our share. Your share? Aye, he seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions or... This stuff they share, they already covered. Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people here have. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. How large of share of the pie would you like? All of the pie. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take a part of the decision-making process. Are you a communist? No. He paused to think for a moment. I don't think I'm a communist. Say myself a value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simple notion. No science. Do it all. Even the weak child, you think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I should. But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the world republic. Why not call yourself communist? I have nothing against the communists. They are honorable go-getters. He takes a swig from his flask. And they have a good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can tell a man as well as a man can tell a code. Then I'll have to submit to a new one, which may well be communist. It sounds like your communist thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one. I'm not sure I understand. I guess I understand. See, I am primarily a lazy person. He looks very amused, as if thinking about some private joke or mystery. The bossman Everett, what can you tell me about him? I think it's best you can make up your own mind, now that you've met him. He shrugs. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. What does boss in the union entail anyway? I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owner or other relevant parties, watches out for his own. Kim.
By that you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, you see, and in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it, even. He is personally not too lavish. That does seem lavish to me. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative to do. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt blanket. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all. Authority. Not you. You would like to say, but then there's that weasel door. You seem to spend a lot of time thinking about politics. Sure, I've had the necessary time. He spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has. Fortunately, there's always time. Composure. The look in his brown eyes conjured up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he can effortlessly go even wider. It needs be an endless torrent of time. Any idea who killed the hangman? The merc, aye, he shrugs. Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? He shakes his head solemnly. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dark workers involved in the killing? What's a thought? He scoffs, looking shocked. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing, unless they were pushed, of course? Pushed how? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. Hold up, what does that mean? He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable effort. Did you kill him? I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills. Half-life. He means a more violent faction easily take care of such a thing. Kim.
Understood.
The lieutenant takes a note.
This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. He takes a sip of this flask. Good talking to you. Gotta run. Circle. Endurance. It's clear you like the hard stuff, brother. The what? Sounds like my stomach is growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vows.
Bowels?
The vows of blood and flesh.
What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine.
The term is metabolic and circulatory system. Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, brother.
Okay, stomach. I've made up my mind about fascism. What is fascism?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revico's problem?
Oh boy. Financiers?
Yes, but also.
Oh boy, no. Oh boy. They're. Oh man. That's what it boils down to. The rest is also important, but the main thing is that, yeah, the ladies need to know the place. Am I having some kind of seizure?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you said the hard things that others won't say. The good things. You said the many goods.
Fascism sounds so bad though. What if we call it something else? Okay, stomach, I made up my mind about receipt to the judgment. Sounds so bad though. What if we call it something else?
Okay, yeah. Let's call it that. Good thinking.
Okay, stomach.
You're going to keep your vows, right? Keep your vows, bro.
I will keep my vows. Oh boy. Absolutely not. I can't do that, tummy. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines. Knocking on your alcohol-forward sliver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment. I'm not with the union. I just had to stand there.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Okay, no new dialogue options. You guys, oh, money, coins. 29 cents, oh yeah. Nice shiny quarter. Any new things down here? That background music sound is so beautiful. Da da da. And it came back. Oh, the dead body. See, come on. Yeah, like this game just gives you so much information to think about. Oh, you're not throwing rocks at the dead body anymore. I see. Who knows? That boy's got a mouth. The Hanged Man. Ew. The corpse lies in the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side. Beautiful. What the heck? Wipe a tear from your eye. Well, it's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner. Out of curiosity, let's try this one. I need a lieutenant.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job.
The lieutenant nods approvingly.
Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes.
He covers his nose and lists, oh god.
1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the body. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the autopsied body to the morgue. We're on number 3.
Oh no.
The blank are they on about?
Kuno?
Cap's gonna cut his blank up.
Oh god. Don't we have someone else for this? Like a doc?
Nope. You and I are the detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything.
Honorary?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
Yes. I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, ...
Lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer.
Pulls a pair of latex gloves.
You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves.
He nods approvingly.
However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
I don't know. What do you mean? Okay.
I'll ask you what I need you to. I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact, and you take notes.
We just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
First, what exactly is... no, wait. Open your ledger at the field autopsy form. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11 field information form needs filling out. First, it begins with begin 1 assistant. Let's jump ahead. Assistant. That's you. Write Harry Dubois, or write Raphael Ambrosia Castillo. Of course I'm Raphael. The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says, coroner's case. No. KKK, blah blah blah. Write it down.
Next.
Name. NA. Not available. Next. Date of birth. Not available. Age. The man cracks his glasses.
Roughly 50.
Right, 50. The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook. Teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery. Race. Mondial? The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial or anything. Sex. Oh god. It's that girl. Mel. Okay. Right. No. Nor does he look Mel with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. Date of death. We're still going with March 4th, 51. Right, 40351. What else? He looks over your shoulder. Body identified by is not applicable. Case number is the same as the coroner's case. KKK 57 listens motionless with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains. Evidence of treatment.
None.
At least not after the initial examination. A strange word. Treatment. What exactly is treatment?
Interfering with the body's position.
Are wounds post-mortem? How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Okay, authority, calm down. Let's see. I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dock workers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in for preparation.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page. The hangman. The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why. External examination summary. Clothes, he begins.
The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The makes of the briefs is Barbarine, I think.
Let's see. He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label. Oh my god. Kuno.
Barbadine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid. Write it down.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They're fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
So we can't remove the boots because the boots have fused to his dead feet.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire.
If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to,
you have deserved them more than anyone else.
Omit the boots or write it down? When am I gonna get them? Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege. Write it down or omit the boots? Do I need the boots? Choices. Oh gosh. Omit the boots. Tattoos. He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper body is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. Photos taken on the scene using a Trigot Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow, length 3 meters. There's a buckle on the other end.
Write it down. He produces a measuring tape.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Write it down. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age.
He kneels in to get a better look.
The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet. Stroke his hair. The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove, like thread off a ragdoll's head. Interfacing. All the interfacing.
There must be brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Keep petting him.
More hair sticks to the glove.
Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull below. An alien landscape. Interfacing.
For a fraction of a second, you feel something, an irregulatory, but then it's gone. 2 minutes to register in your mind.
Empathy. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now. What was that, a bump? Interfacing.
What was what? Brilliantine? There's brilliantine in his hair.
What is that? There, baby. The lieutenant watches you in silence. Write it down, adding the brilliantine. I guess, yeah. Oh my god, Kuno.
That was some sick blank.
Kim, he calls.
Liberty is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present in the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Blanking low velocity. Ching chong, the kid explodes. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was blanking max. Talk and blank about Kuno's velocity. The lieutenant pays no heed.
In addition, there are bite marks on his face, scalp, and chest.
Consistent with predation? Write down but admin for high velocity. What? Velocity was max. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Write it down. Write down but admin. Yeah, but I don't think we need a high velocity. Ligature mark. Lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut. The steel wiring, he concedes, breathless. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. Interfacing. You just got the right tool for that. The chain cutters. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber. I want to pet them. Killed my morale. The hangman lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose. Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead now.
He points to the rope, squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See? My blank's got a blank.
No, we ain't. See, looks place. You're blank.
Yes, I'm Kuno's pig, I agree. I'm not your pig, Kuno. Look for a good spot to cut. Cut the belt off. For crying out loud, failure again. You jam the cutters right under the nut. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere is there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold, then rotate some more. Really bad smell is coming from there now, and some kind of cracking sound. Cut some more. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, Kuno. Kuno's calm down. He steps in and takes the chain cutters from you.
I think I should have a go before. I think I have a strategy.
No, give him back. I was just about to cut it off. Let Kim order. He sinks the cutters in the knot, preparing to perform the cuts with his elbow to his knees for precision. Physical instrument. Yes, that much better form than you had. The hangman. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
He hands you the chain cutter's bag and then kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, he says, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck on the knee.
Physical instrument. As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdle meat is gentlest, pulling up. Kim.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down. Kim is starting to get late.
Chest is intact.
He presses down on it.
Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact.
He pulls down the man's underpants. Okay. Yes, Kuno. Thank you, Kuno S. This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. Lieutenant's trying to make it as boring as possible. Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Does it look like... yeah, let's just move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact.
He struggles to turn the corpse on the side.
Upper and lower extremities are intact,
But asymmetrical.
there are combat injuries on the right hand and thigh.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness and life.
In addition, I see smaller residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
This is the body of a soldier, a merc. He nods. We have a real museum here of battles and wars. Write it down. Last item here, hands. He takes the man's right hand in his and inspects it, and then moves on to the other hand. Pick up the hand. His flesh is cold and icy. Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name? My name is John Cena. I'm only messing with you. I know where you're from Copotacia. And your name is Il Copo. What can I do for you, Il Copo di Copotacia? Pleasure's all mine. Tell me, are you a temple of pain and a stranger to tenderness? It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it? Oh my gosh. Jeez. It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair? Oh my god.
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy. Before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do it more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Kim.
Hands are clean.
The lieutenant concludes. The dead man's fingers slip from your hand, cold and sausage-like. No sign of injury from struggling. Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down. Let's see. Repositioning. Kim.
Whoa.
He turns to the side debris. It's not enough. He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. You hear a muffled voice. Wait.
That's all for the external.
Oh no, now we're going internal, let me guess.
Well done.
What next? I don't know, but we're losing daylight. 2. Internal examination. Summary. Central nervous system, he says, and then concludes abruptly.
I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Failure. You don't even have a joke. Nope. Right. NA.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from his mouth.
He gets close to the swollen mouth hole, eyes squinting from the fumes.
Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and vicious. Oh boy. Kim.
The hyoid bone is fractured,
He says after a while.
the rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact, unremarkable.
Write it down. Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws.
Respiratory system,
He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present, and mucus to the lips and mouth.
Inland Empire. From here, it seems as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. Look inside the dead man's mouth. Oh boy. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside his mouth. It's humid there. Sickly, sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in that mouth of his. No. Pain. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything. Look deeper inside. You manage to suppress the contractions trying to empty your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you see nothing but darkness. More meat and darkness. There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later. Write it down. Kim wipes his eyebrow. Hepatobiliary. N.A. Why, don't we have anything? He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? No. Neither am I. And that's it? That's it. Right, N.A. Same for toxicology and serology. N.A. Both? Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there. The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do. Like a toxicology screening, he looks at the monster. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request. Electrochemistry. Brimming with, yeah. Write NA and add toxicology request. Kim. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging. Write it down. Gastrointestinal. He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around the ground, the pool of feces there. Then he touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly and says, "Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila." Write it down and keep the write it down and keep the voila. What's next on the list? Description of injuries. Let's see. He tilts his head. We have bite marks, contusions on head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. Bite marks, contusions on head and chest. And actually, he's got a bullet hole too, because I accidentally shot him. What about the injuries we have inflicted? We have afflicted. There you go. Oh, he looks incredulous. So we inflicted them. This is a this is a team effort. You mean the spin-stabilized munition from a Hughes A9 muzzleloader lodged in his lung? Or the incision on the thorax from a chain cutter? Neither was a team effort, and I wouldn't mention them. Muddies the water. But I agree, the waters are muddy enough. Keep it minimal. But isn't that sloppy? Be penitent, if you like. It doesn't matter. No one else is going to investigate this man's murder, and if they do, such details would only confuse them. See, those pigs are blank and corrupt. The boy nods approvingly. Why don't you blame blah blah blah? Now, injuries. Okay, so bite mark. He nods. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. Write it down. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. From birds, okay. From crows. And your opinion, officer. Beneath the description there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion, fatal injury. B, non-fatal, post-mortem. Yeah, crows did it. Agreed. Next injury. Contusions? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. Oh, from Kuno. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem. At maximum velocity, Blanco. Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity. Right. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead body. Beneath the description of injuries, 2 boxes. Definitely non-fatal post-mortem. Right. Next. The ligature mark. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck. The gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 millimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No sign of clawing on the neck. A ligature mark. Like it got his neck slit. No. Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be sick. The man's head jerks aside, putting your judgment. The fingers around his neck is visible. Isn't that from the belt that's hanging him? Non-fatal postmortem? Lieutenant falls silent abruptly. Did I get it wrong? He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck. I was thinking the wound would be from the thing that was hanging him, but you think it was caused, or it was something caused while he was alive? Why do you say that? He tilts his head. I'm serious. I don't think this was the injury that killed him. I just took a whack in the dark. Okay, I just took a whack in the dark. Did you? His eyes narrow. I'm not so sure. I thought we could establish the cause of death here, officer. Now, I think we should leave it empty. No, this is clearly a fatal injury. Let's mark it as such. Yeah, let's just leave it empty. At least for the time being. He nods. If we don't like it, I can always amend this later in my paperwork. Plus 70 experience. Task complete, perform field autopsy. He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. But I gotta come back and get the boots when you're sleeping now. First, how did it go? Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that that's the goal of an autopsy. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was through. The result should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we're lucky. I would not hold my breath. What else? Level up. Kim. We were through with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstance, it was a professional field autopsy. Electrochemistry. Oh yeah. Well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order. Perhaps a drink is in order. Now you see, that worries me. He wipes his forehead. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? I will? You're proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you. Why? Wait, why would a drink kill me? Please get yourself together. Lieutenant from Precinct 51-7 thinks. What now? I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Fallberg. You're going to leave me here? Rip out a copy of the autopsy papers. New task, send the victim's body to processing. For processing. He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand. Then at the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something? Perception legendary. Let's bag him, take him away. Try to remove the 10 man's boots. I can't do that in front of Kim. That's what the game told me to do. Tell me something, dead man. Shoot, loony roony. I can't get the dang compartment in my ledger open. Dang man, the blue heart. Oh, that's good. You'll love it. Just press down. Just press down, left, right, up, left, right, down, and boom, it will open like you always do. Okay. He means force. It'll work. At the autopsy, you said you have ancient mystery. Oh yeah. Copo mi lobo. In the gives horse's mouth, tracks and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried. Yeah, but to where, bro? Just a small goat away, my beloved Kobo. A small goat away. I hate you. You stink and you're bored. Oh, I can't say that to him. Try to remove in front of Kim.
I thought we decided to leave it about the thing.
Lieutenant shakes his head.
Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Interfacing. Dang it, this is turning into some sort of mega puzzle. 17% chance. +1 from licking in the mouth. -1 established probable cause. +1, I felt a little bump on his head. Failure, of course. You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso, with his soul and organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. Oh gosh. Look under his fingernails. His fingernails have turned dark, they're chipped and quite long. There's dirt under them, that's all. You think we missed something? You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the body before you. I've got a gut feeling that there's more of this corpse. Yeah, there's something we're not seeing. Okay, well, we're in livor mortis here. He's scanner grading. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another exam. We need to do it fast. Can't he just hang out here for a while longer? Hey, there's a fridge in the basement of the bookstore. Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body? Hey, a wide smile appears on his face. Wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building? He points to the commercial area. Why, yes, there was. It was massive. Red eyes glowing in the dark. So that's what the ice bear-shaped refrigerator is for. Now, that's an overstatement. It's not actually for storing predators. Or at least I hope so. I think we should take a look first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over. He closes his notebook and cracks his neck. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we were looking for in the deceased will become harder to find. Auto save. We gain some skill points, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Let's so we maxed out inland. Maxed out interesting. They seem cool. Charmin and women. Let's see. High level suggest makes you available to everyone and more resistant to charms in turn. Empathy. High levels empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows, punch walls through their anger, but you'll become more unstable. So I guess for psych cop we want so we maxed out inland, so I guess we'll do empathy and suggestion. Esprit corpse, authority, volition. Volition makes us more unstable. What is an unstable? Cool. We'll do one in empathy. We'll do go to party planet. We'll go ahead and level that too, I guess. Accept. Come on, Kim. starting to get late. I haven't got any trash. Oh yeah, you want to check out the bear. Can we open this? Lock. Nope. Can't open the ice cream maker machine. We can go over here and inspect
Yes?
this thingy. Inland Empire. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. What? What if you did it? Did what? The hangman? Yes, you killed him. Oh my god. And then as part of the plan, you drown out the memory. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have had the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape. Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed the man, and then tricked myself into forgetting about it. The lieutenant appears with me. And what has led you to this conclusion? My chest feels hollow like I did something terrible. This is a common side effect of overindulgence, it will pass. So you're saying I didn't kill him? I find that it's highly unlikely. It's unusual for detectives to feel complicit in the crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we? Logic, why did the 41st send me? Blah 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 blah. Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong button. There we go. Vera's eyes are dead. So I'm going to click on the fridge, but I clicked on Kim. It was in the conversation. Oh, okay. The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power's been cut. So what do you think? So what do you think of the fridge, Kim? Does it look big enough for 2 corpses?
Certainly an eccentric choice. But it's more than big enough. And cold enough. Honestly, it's perfect. All I have to do is plug the fridge back in.
Close the door. Then let's go grab the body, and then you will carry it to the fridge. Let me turn the power back on. Plug in the giant red cable. A giant red mammal awakens. The dead body is going to be safe in the embrace of its cold innards.
Great. The owner of this building will just have to keep paying for the electricity sucked up by this monstrosity a little longer. Let's return to the fridge.
Alright, let's go again. Oh, wait. You said return to the fridge? I was going back to the dead body. Because I thought we gotta pick up the body and bring it to the fridge. Yeah, well, we're already here, so might as well journey on over to the body. Okay, Kim, you pick it up and follow me. The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. Let's bag him, let's take him away. Let's the lieutenant take the body away without further examination. But I'm supposed to get his boots. Let's bag him. But I don't want him to decompose. But I'm not sure if Kim said let's go back and check the fridge again or not, or the body. Let me go and check the fridge again, because I kind of like hurried through that conversation. I wasn't really sure what he said. Okay, Kim, do you want me to look at this again? The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside his belly. The fridge is plugged in now. Will you help me with the body, Kim? Yeah, of course. I'll take the head, you take the feet. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but we'll manage. The two of you, easily. Okay, let's do this. The body is heavier. Loud sounds. The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. Stinky, stinky, winky. It takes half an hour to get it down the basement, and then 10 more minutes to stuff it in the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork. Plus 30, fridge victim's body. Beautiful, he says, wiping his hands in his handkerchief. A dead man in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. It's physical. Yeah, you've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rights. Really? You think it's good work? No. Not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed the dead body in we stuffed the dead body in an ice bear fridge. This story does not leave this firm. He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop. I think this is a glorious achievement, and people need to hear about it. Hey, all you people, listen to me. No, they do not. They need to hear about our uneventful, boring, downright conservative murder investigation. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection, under controlled circumstances. Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting. Tell me something, dead man. How do you like it in the fridge? Oh, I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular cup of angel. Try to remove the dead man's boots. I thought we decided to leave it to processing. I don't want Kim to bag them yet, so we can get the boots. Follow me, Kim. Let's return to the surface. Wow, well that was an adventure. Those kids, man. Those are the worst kids I've ever seen. Let's see. Send victim's body to processing. But we need the boots. Open the apartment door for Everett. Everett asked you to open the basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupant. Okay. The greenhouse. The greenhouse. I think there's a greenhouse here. Behind the greenhouse. Can I get back there? Who is that up there? Can't interact with her. I wonder if we can maybe get behind the greenhouse in this direction. Also, I don't see any trash to pick up. I'm a little disappointed about that. Yeah, here we go. There's a lovely girl. A lovely young lady. Very polite. Oh, so there's 2 doors. Let's do a save in case we get killed. Confirm. Door, basement, apartment. This must be it. The basement door is weather worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place I turn green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. Endurance. The royal lion. Gulami's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime, and then some. Carefully knock. Press your ear against the door. Use Manana's key to unlock the door. Carefully knock. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in.
The lieutenant looks uncomfortable. You feel eyes on you, watching you from the windows overlooking the yard. Press your ear against the door. The door is slick with rain. You don't hear any movement inside. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds are chirping. Lieutenant, what is your opinion?
Let's be honest, this isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself.
Lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door.
Apparently, working with the local union boss to get information on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
So you don't mind if I unlock the door?
I mind that a local thug is using the RCM for his busy work, but if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it.
On the other hand, he looks at the surrounding windows. We could just tell Everett we open the door and leave. No one seems to be telling us to see if we actually did it. Lie to Everett? That's also an option?
Yes, presenting fabrication is known to get results here and there.
He crosses his arms.
You took this task, you make the call.
Oh wait, I want to go inside. Can't we just go inside and then relock the door? The door is right here. Interfacing.
You can just open it and be done with this.
Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door. Exactly. Can't we just open it and then go inside and then come back out and relock it? That's what we're gonna do. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. There's nothing else to do than leave and tell Everett. No conceivable reason for you to intrude. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. Oh, treasure. I do like treasure. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. Which voice to listen to? Suggestion, interfacing, or inland? Inland seems like we should listen to Inland Empire. Shivers, let's say something. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle. Well, let's not go in there. Of course we're gonna go in there. Hello? 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 Anyone here? Here. Don't mind if I just take stuff. Magnesium. A circle. Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. This is a pretty nice place. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the red sun. Is that Japanese flag? Oh no. Oh wait, actually this is a different world. There's no Japan here. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Fair-haired heroes with big muscles. Is that Hercules? Hercules! Colonial mug collection. Oh gosh. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure, a dark-skinned woman, grinning amidst mystery symbols, broad-shouldered man shuffling potatoes. Tap on the mugs. A little ring, though cheerful, the images in the ceramic makes you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering characters. What do I mean uncomfortable? The owner of these mugs doesn't like people. Oh boy. So what? They think they. This is free will. Thanks, good to know. Typical. Yes, this person isn't happy. Lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain. I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment. Whip out. Oh my god. No, let's move on. What's in here? Ooh. +1 logic. +1 logic. Pressed in spotless gleaming white shirt, the kind that serious men wear at serious intelligence office. Not yet piece of. Okay. Right now I got drama. This one gives logic. Logic or drama? We'll choose drama. Yes. Is this everything to investigate here? I thought there'd be more stuff. I mean, I know I had another option here. Whip out. Yes, you're broken man for here. Same humor, the same. There's the missing tin soldier. Listen, looks at the mugs next to each other. Whoever lives here might have used the whirling container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Thanks, Inland Empire. I don't see anything else in the guy's apartment. Let's, I guess we can leave. But we'll relock the door. We need to relock the door, right? We'll see. So that way, I'm just curious, can we actually relock the door? No, we can't. But apparently the guy, I mean, seems... This guy's the owner of this apartment seems like not a great dude, so... Let's see, can we open this door? There must be another way into the building. Hey, up there! Hello! Up there. Are you a lady? A smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a smoke. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says, Soto voce.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
You don't want to talk to the gendarmerie? What's wrong with the gendarmerie? It's the god of... It's the god of smokes, and you ask him if he's got anything to spare. Hey, can I have one?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
Of course it is. The goddess himself has denied you absolution. I need absolution.
Absolution? I don't know that brand. I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit.
Can't you just, like, toss one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You're right. That was always a bad idea. Be quiet and throw that, kid.
I'm not throwing anything.
There's no way you'd catch that smoke. That's totally true. He would throw that smoke and it'd fall in my hands. Butterfingers. Yes, really.